Got you on loop inside my head. Ooh, that love is all I'm thinking about. Got you on loop inside my head. It's the only thing I care about. Please stay, don't go. I'm not one to mess around. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Inside my head. Ooh, that love is all I'm thinking about. Got you on loop inside my head. It's the only thing I care about.
Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run. Pulling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath. I run. Get coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run. Pulling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath. I run. Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run. Pulling deeper, I cannot confess. I can't catch my breath. Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run. Pulling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath. I run. If I was different, then I could change things. But I'm indifferent. The water feels good. If I were with you, then I could stand you. But I can't stand you. Your voice is in my head. What did you just say? I think I'm addicted to your hands on my hips. I think it's the first time that I
Chad, what's going on, baby? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you all had a great weekend. It is good to be back. As you guys can see, my boy is back in office, but he's still resting up, man. He's to go see the doctor. So you guys are stuck with me again. But nonetheless, sure going to be good. A lot happened over the weekend, Chad. So a lot to update you guys on, a lot to talk about, and to see what this market's going to give us this week. I think it's going to be a good week. We still have some obviously big fundamental events this week. Obviously, it is CPI on Wednesday. Geopolitical tensions continue to increase, and then you get markets. So again, a lot to talk about, review, and see what we get into. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. You guys rested up and you come back revived and ready for this week. I think a lot of you guys blew accounts, so hopefully those accounts are funded or prop firms are good to go. But nonetheless, something we spoke about last week is the idea that being a very, very good week, but at the same time, those weeks could have gone south very quickly when you break discipline, when you over traded, you over leveraged, because hey, the opportunities there, I could make so much more money. But again, for you that don't know, we're going to be actually doing a free webinar this upcoming Saturday, where we're going to touch on quite a few of these things: how to scale accounts, how to build accounts, your strategies, maybe one or two strategies specifically. And essence, how do you get that edge in the market that I think a lot of guys used to use as the word, but how do you get there? How do you find that? And what is the next step in trading when you want to become profitable, when you want to grow those funded accounts, when you want to get your payouts? How do we literally get there? Basically, your A to B to C, and what that looks like in a real world scenario. But nonetheless, we're going to get into it later, but that is there. I see Rixie has dropped it there for you guys. So for those of you who want to go check that out, again, it is free. It's on Saturday, 10 o'clock. So shouldn't take too long. I don't see it being worst case scenario, probably an hour and a half, pushing to 2 hours. But that is worst case scenario. So we did it that time of the day so that it is still Saturday. You guys still have your time to go have your afternoon, do what you want to, have your Saturday bra, whatever the case may be. But yeah, Chad, let's get into it. It is going to be another good week. We are going to manifest it. But without further ado, we're going to open up these markets as we always do. In the one time we like to get started together as we get ready to bow our heads and open up with a prayer. So this is that one time I'll ask you guys to join me. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all back here together again. There's something special about this community. There's always going to be something special about a group of people that find their love and their joy in being around you, chasing you, Lord, trying to be like you, act like you, and just be closer to you. It's something in the community where being around like-minded people, being around that spiritual environment, we not only physically, mentally, but spiritually we grow. We see that connection. We want to help each other. We want to be there where this community can only go from strength to strength. And we truly do believe that, Lord, where you are at the center and you're at that foundation, we will always find that. We just want to thank you again, Lord, for the most simple blessings and basics that, you know what, we take for granted every day. When we see these escalations of war, it just makes you read back and think how good you might have something, how it's not always green on the other side, but sometimes we go through life, sometimes there's difficulties, sometimes there's things we just are uncertain about, but we know it's in your plan. That is where we ask you for wisdom, Lord. We ask you to help guide us. We ask that Holy Spirit to be in us and act and speak through us. So, Lord, as we get ready to take on this next week, I hope that you please just be here with us, whether that is walking alongside us, whether it's just that overprotecting hand, or whether it's just when we want to act on something, that little whisper in our ear that gives us that right answer to choose and act on. So, Lord, please be with us as we take on another week in your holy name that we pray this. Amen. And people and community, this is where you can drop that amen, because this is that one time we know if there's more than two, he is here and present with us. But Chad, let's get into it. As always, we always got to somehow just recheck these settings. So again, just let me also know if audio is good, music's too loud, if I'm too soft, whatever the case may be. Just give me an update on that. But without further ado, let's get into a chat. We're going to start off quickly with the fundamental chat and what you guys can expect or see from that side. And what are we going to be looking at for today? So let's get into it. So when we start off from the fundamental side, pretty clear sailing. Obviously CNY, pretty much your only orange folders, but USD, nothing like that. The big thing to take note of though, Chad, is that daylight savings for the US has changed. So obviously now New York session, we will start at 3:30. So that's where your New York session will start. So just take note of that. All right. Other than that, Monday, Tuesday in general going to be quite clear, and then from Wednesday we start up with CPI. Okay, but for today, nothing you need to worry about. So Chad, let's go over to the markets and see what's happening. So we're going to talk about this quite a bit, and we're going to go a little bit into it. Dollar, I've been saying to you guys since last week, I am pro dollar. I'm quite bullish. Prodigy members are going to know exactly what we expected, yeah, and nonetheless, I think this did give us what we were looking for. We still want to see one or two more things play out before we have complete certainty, but as it stands, we are getting that bullish dollar, which is what we wanted to see. I'm not going to say I'm completely going to say this was just a gap and we are going to reverse now immediately just because of the massive wick we have, but something I more want to focus on is that the idea of us trading bullish, then seeing that little bit of a bearish engulfing coming down, and if we can hold that area, that's where we want to see the dollar really start to fight back. We've always said it before, the times where dollar really does see volume come in, we do not immediately close those gaps. So just with keeping that in the back of my head, I'm not going to be too driven on the idea that, hey, we need to close this gap right now. That definitely can happen, and I'm not against it happening, because at the end of the day, all that's going to look like to us is actually trading back down. And after all the bearish momentum we would have then, if we could hold monthly or two, again, that still looks quite strong for us for the top side. But with everything as it stands right now, I am still going to be pro dollar, okay? So we're going to see that continuation over there. From the equity side of things, I think you guys will know, again, Project G, you guys are there. You learned this. You already should have been expecting this from last night and from the last weeks. I said to you guys, especially what happened here, I think it makes everything with a neutral outstand. But when you mix everything, you mix the fundamentals, you mix geopolitical, and you're taking your technicals into consideration, you still should get to almost a combined conclusion. And that's where we normally refer to confluences adding up to build us a strategy and an outlook into what we expect in the markets. Now, for myself personally, I have said it on stream for you guys in general, I am quite bearish on equities. So again, this is that playoff, this is that meltdown we see into the bottom side here, and there that is coming out quite nicely. As it stands right now, London session, I am definitely not going to get involved. I don't know why that still says that. Let's just change this over here to previous, and we just want to see that come into play. Okay, so I'm going to really have a nice idea for New York session. New York, I think we could catch a very, very nice move on these markets right now. But for London, I'm pretty much going to stay very, very far away from equities. Now, going over to gold, what can we expect there? For anyone that has now 2 weeks in a row told you and trying to tell you how much money they're going to make gap trading, please let me know how that worked out for them this time. Everyone trying to buy gold a second time around, and I think they might have got a little smack in the face. Markets opening up and immediately dump into the downside, not even a freaking top wick. But I mean, hey, if you guys don't learn the second week, I don't know how many times you need to bump your head. So again, we made it very clear to the project you guys last night, do not stay up, do not try and do that. Markets are more than likely going to do the opposite. So if you think they were going to bump bullish, there's a good chance of the sell-off. Now, where we got into this idea is that we want to see the sell-off coming. I'm not against the buys. Let's take note of that. I'm not against it. I do just believe there will be a pullback, which is what we're getting now. If this still starts to hold, we definitely can still go bullish, but I'm going to have to wait and see what we get on that side of things. But the sells right now are looking quite good. I can't deny that one. Gap trading has been working great, actually. Plamena, but the only thing is you do need a gap to trade. There's no gap right now, so I'm not too sure about that. No, but I'm saying, but there's no gap. So what did they buy? I sold and coined it. We've been doing it for the last 5 weeks. Yeah, Brian. That's what I say. If you're one thing I think a lot of people need to understand, if your friend, your auntie, your uncle, your granny, your maid, your gardener, everyone is coming to you telling you to buy something, that is the exact moment you sell something, okay? Because there it is just overbought, alright? But nonetheless, we got a little bit off topic there. What I want to see here with gold is we have made the same move here. So massive top wick and then trading back down here on this 4 hour, trying to make back what we did see come off of that move. Now, I always talk about this. The EQ is an incredible thing based on all time frames. So when we start to think of it like that, you can see we are back underneath that EQ of this massive bearish engulfing. So very similar. Basically, Asia highs is going to be quite a key point for us today here on gold. So personally, what I'm going to look for is if we can get above Asia highs, we can start looking at the idea of buys. But for now, I'm going to stay bearish. Okay, so we're going to see and just have to monitor a little bit what we can get you. But I'm not going to expect anything too crazy today. Monday, always a little bit slower. So again, just going to follow the strat, follow the plan. Whatever we get, that's the whole point of having mechanical strategies. If they are giving us a buy, I take the buy. If it gives us a sell, we take the sell. But we are just going to see what plays out today. But I do have, in general, the zones I want to look for some nice price action. All right. But Chad, that is pretty much it for now. I thought you were saying gaps don't work, but actually they've worked all of this year other than 1 week. No, I never said the gaps don't work. That's not what I said, Plamena. I said, yeah. But let's go. Dane, what's up, my brother? So let's see what we can get to, Chad. And we still have 2.5 minutes to spare before markets open. So let's see. I just want to look at my other chart quickly. Okay, so on the other chart, technically we should be starting to look for buys. Okay. So as it stands for now, our buys are what we are looking for. 5091. So I'm just going to leave that over there for you guys. We can mark this out here. That is basically our area we want to be marking and watching for, okay? But let's see, Chad, let's see. Oh, my ribs hurt. But Chad, how's the weekend? What'd you guys get up to? I'm back, baby. What's up? What do you guys think of the F1? Where's my F1 people at? What do you guys think of that? First race. Also, Chad, rugby. Let's talk about the rugby as well. Bro, Scotland beating France and Italy beating England. Ooh. The Scotland-France game, I think, honestly, I think France just went in there overconfident. And for that few minutes, I think they were almost in shock. And that's where I always say to guys, if you can just run up the score quick enough, very fast early in the game, you just make it hard for the team to chase down. And that score was just too big for France to chase down. So I'm not going to say Scotland's amazing. I think that was a drop in their guard from France. But Italy beating England for the first time ever. Absolutely loved it. And just seeing that smug look on Pollock's face made it even better. Kimi is going to be a thorn in Georgia's side this year. I definitely think so. In general, I think that's always the problem. When you end of the day, you do have two decent drivers. We saw it with McLaren. If you do have two decent drivers and you just give them a good car, they're going to fight. Ferrari must learn their strategies. Yeah, Ferrari for me, very, very good. But the strategy, I mean, You take away the gap at the end, and that was the pit stop. So I think we are in for a good season from Merc and Ferrari. When to take entry, buy or sell? When we get an entry, my brother. I have to wait. The smaller teams are getting stronger. Yeah. I love this time. The Brits open doors. If you're wearing a Safa rugby top, they know who's boss. Hey. A good first race. Merc showing good speed. Ferrari strategy as always shocking. And McLaren are slow. Yeah, McLaren I said was nowhere. I mean, I was chatting to Chris about saying, I mean, literally they didn't even put the camera on Norris once. That's the defending world champ, and I don't think he featured once in the race. McLaren is nowhere as of now compared to the big boys, and now they want to sulk and complain and don't like the new rules. It's not about pure racing anymore. It's more about management than racing and taking out the skill at the moment. So Ruin, that's the thing for me. Okay, if we're talking about battery, because you're losing speed and power because you have to manage. But when you talk about the cars, it's a lot more actual pure racing compared to the past where the cars had this perfect grip and the guys could just full send it because the car actually did so much of the work. So as much as there's management, it's now become management of the driver's management. That's the only thing for me. Like, I hear what the guys' arguments are, but it's a manual management now. The driver has to do things, not the car automatically doing it for you. Adi has actually impressed me so far too. Your Adi actually really wasn't bad considering after preseason testing, guys were having Audi as literally the second bottom feeder from the bottom. But yeah. But to see where they were really wasn't bad. The only thing for me, and Jay, where I don't want to say, like, they did perform well and look quite decent. But the only thing I don't want to say is that, hold on, Marcus Open, guys, round one. Ding, 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 fight. The only thing for me is you had, what was it, 6 cars, DNF basically. So 6 cars, yes, Audi gets points. But if those 6 cars are there, where does Audi finish? That's my only thing. Discovering you guys has been a blessing, honestly. Probably you guys and Anton Creel are the only guys in the training studio that taught me a lot. Appreciate you a lot. Thanks so much, brother. Appreciate it. Limblad, future world champ. Ooh, I don't know. I need to see him race a bit more. Keegs, what team do you support in URC? Stormers, my brother. So it's been a bit of a dark time. Four losses on the trot after coming off like 12 games of a win streak. So it's been a bit of a tough one, but the boys will get through it. It's my English week. When you take my entry, tell me I'm from India. I will tell you when I take my entry. I don't know about yours, my brother, but I do get you. I've been watching you for quite some time. Appreciate it, champ. The engine clipping at top speed is not F1. Yeah, no, that again I hear. Are they gonna kill it, man? They finished well. Kigos, you like Hajar? Yeah, Hajar is a very good driver. Hey Keegs, what's that dash blue line? Hey Plamena, it's the sauce. Does market times only change for New York? Yeah, just New York for now, brother. Yeah, London 2 weeks, if I'm correct. I think it's the 28th or 29th of March. So as we stand for trading purposes for our sessions, it's only really New York that changes for us now. Keys, for me, it's Formula E on steroids. Bringing back the V8 to make the battery smaller. The first stint was exciting. There was a lot of fighting, but nothing really sticked. The next half was terrible. Yeah, so Rowan, that's also I hear you to the point, brother. But like my thing was, for example, if Ferrari never had that stuff up in their bloody pit strategy, we could have seen that fighting of Mercedes and Ferrari till the very end. So like that's my argument. It could have got boring because Ferrari messed up their strat. If that strat actually they pitted, for example, would we have seen that entertaining fight until the very end? That's what we need to also just think about. So that's why I'm not shooting it completely down. I think we need to just see more races to really get a good idea. My English week, Chad. Yes, London from the 30th of March, yeah. Took a nice 0 drawdown buy on gold this morning, looking for another re-entry. I definitely don't think you took it. Well, okay, Kingsman, where did you take the buy? I think that's going to be the question. Looks like Midnight Open to me. Wonder what you guys will rename it to. Plamena, it's not Midnight Open. So don't stress. You can keep trying to carry on there. But no, it's not Midnight Open. It just happens to be right there. It can be right there. That doesn't bother me. Is that pre-midnight? It's also besides the top like 6 cars, every single car was lapped. Give the season a chance. So Jared, here's also my thing, and I always said this. When Red Bull was completely dominant for those two years, only people who enjoyed F1 were the Red Bull fans. Nobody else enjoyed it. Last 2 years, McLaren had a rocket ship. Only people who enjoyed F1 were the McLaren fans. Now, those teams, McLaren, Red Bull, for example, don't do well. The supporters don't like F1. Now, I'm not saying that's everyone, but I'm saying in general. You see what I'm saying? It's like, just because now your team won't do well and whatever the case is, a lot of people will see it that way. So that's what I'm saying. Still, let's give it the time. It's also the first season of these new generation cars, the new era. So these cars are still going to develop a very, very long way. All very new to the drivers. Going to be an interesting season. Yeah, Cornell, that's something people forget. They do need to still learn. The drivers must figure it out. And then the cars are going to develop. Oh, coming out, yeah. What type of moving average is on the screen and on which numbers are they set specifically? 20, 50, and 200. Hey, ICT works. Just saying. I'll believe ICT works when ICT can make it work himself. Because his Robin's results showed something completely different. Bought at 5087.56 broski. Nice, my brother. It's the pre-market open P. Trade on the 3 minute. As in the New York midnight open pre-market. Thank you very much, brother. God bless. Keeks, you watch UFC? Yeah, I do, bro. No, it's really not that. It's the POC for the day. You're already traded, Keeks. So, Plamena, here's the thing for me, okay? And if people are actually looking for edges in the market, the thing that people don't understand is we can give each other shit and we can do whatever you want, but end of the day, RCT, SMC, support and resistance, price action, whatever the hell you want to trade, none of it works without your rules and your approach to how you apply it. Because the way you apply it and your rules and your strategy and how you implement it is what creates a profitability and what creates an edge in the market. Because if it just worked in general, everyone would just trade that one thing and everyone would just be multi-millionaires. So let's have that talk then. I'm happy there's a shake-up in F1. Just wish it would move on from the top 5 or so laps of racing than being rather professional for the rest of the race. GT3 is way more entertaining right now. Yeah, that is also. The GT3 has actually been quite nice to watch. What's your opinion on the White House card? It is a good card, but I do feel there's quite a few fighters we left out, eh? That's my only thing. But then again, it comes down to what Dana was always saying, is that you have the guys who are just unreliable, the guys who won't be professional, stuff like this, and you can't put them on that fight card. So I'm not going to say it's the best fight card in my opinion, but it's definitely not the worst. His Robin Cup results were definitely ass, but his model does indeed work. That it's just an acquired taste as a person. Yeah. That what Keys just said now is key. Nah, I appreciate his arm. Keys my G. Did you watch BB this weekend? I actually... I saw snippets, bro. If I'm trying to think of... I watched... Classic. I just saw basically the showdown of Sam Silik versus Wesley. For me, that was night and day. I don't even know how people were even thinking Sam had a chance there. But Open, I was surprised. I won't lie. For me, Andrew deserved it. I'm a big Andrew Jack fan. But I will say, because a lot of the time he's always overhyped, Nick brought it this weekend. That was hands down the best Nick has ever looked in his life. So Nick did do very, very well, but I do think it goes to Andrew, because Andrew for me is that old school bodybuilding. He's the closest to just a mass of a mountain, but still brings aesthetics to it, and he was dialed in. So yeah, I mean, the little bit I saw of Hardy, I don't know what happened there. That's not close to Hardy's normal conditioning. Derek, same thing. So I don't know, bro. It's like, were the rest of the guys just not prepared for it? Chad, I'm obviously watching here, but if there's nothing really happening, we're just chilling. What chart are we even on? My brother, if you look there to the bottom left, it says there gold. Why is Larry Williams always brought in a conversation when ICT is mentioned? ICT said he's offering 5 mil USD to ever can prove the correlation between the concepts. Open was sick. Cheating is some mentally and hard. Don't come with this fake flu. It's drawdown fatigue. How side was Martin and how great for Andrew finally grabbing the win. Yeah, Nick was insane. Traders, I am back. Hey, everyone coming back here today. Hardy's old now, yeah. Brian, it's tough to be a millionaire. I'm trying to remain humble. If you're a millionaire and humble, you're doing it right. What's the bias, Keegs? For which pair? Gold is pretty much a neutral position right now. As it stands in general, right now where price is, I'd have to be a bit more bullish. But that is as it stands right now where market is. Let's see. I made so much money this weekend, I might go crack my own windscreen. Luckily, the small peppers left a lot of us. I just bought gold last week because of the hype and got cooked. Bought crude oil because of the hype and getting cooked again. Yeah, bro. They left something on the table. Bro, you know how bad it is though, hey? When you go to BM to go look at cars, but they know you're so unserious, they still make you pay for the coffee. No, I'll take it. I'll take Oh, our boys are just sitting there looking at cars. Do the opposite of what the hype is and you'll make money. 100% Raven. We always make the joke. You just find some signal provider or someone like that. You just do the opposite and you'll make money. King, what would your advice be for someone making $300, then losing $200, and then making again $600 in a day, struggling with consistency and taking profits? So my first thing, Jean, there already is no consistency there, because the fact if you making 300, then losing 200, then making 600, like the numbers already aren't lining up there. Or you're trading very aggressive, because for example, if 300 is like, let's say a TP, a 1-to-1, but then your 200 loss isn't a 1-to-1, and the 600, as I say, it's something just isn't there. You would need a bit more insight, if I want to call it that. But already just looking at there, I want to say probably a bit of over trading in general, also over leveraging, and then yeah. There we go. But yeah, I just want to say probably just is a lot of inconsistency right now. The first thing, and I know it's a cliche, but the first thing I'm going to ask you, John, is are you journaling those trades? Moral of the story, leave the hype. Do the opposite of what the hype is and you will, yeah, that's sorry, I read that. Sounds like the petrol price might increase 8 Rand next month if things keep going. Yeah, naturally guys, you have to understand, if things do continue, it's going to. So petrol, if I read correctly, they say in between 6 and 8 Rand. And the expectation for diesel, I think, is 4.60. But
people should get off TikTok. That's what people should do. They should get off TikTok.
I need to even check if that is working, because it wasn't working on Friday. Chad is back. Man's alive.
Yeah.
I think just pull the camera up a bit though, bro. But he's alive. You can see my boy getting FOMO sitting there at the back.
I don't usually get flu, but I chose to get it. Just to show you guys that even with superior genetics, you can also get the flu.
You only lose when we want to, bro. That also means getting sick.
100%.
No, I'm not journaling. I actually know what is wrong. I just needed to hear it from someone else. Nah, that's perfect then, bro. That was before this weekend's gap up. Absolute unit, Cribber.
Who's that?
Emil. Yeah, Cribbo's like he needs to get sick, because that's the only way he could keep himself off of the charts, so that he couldn't make too much money.
Yeah, that winner's fatigue is real. Yeah, 1 to 2 trades is the new 0.1R. It's not even impressive if you take 1 to 2s anymore. But luckily there's a lot of perps left for us. The boys took none. The boys took the spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should stop now. NASDAQ and USD actually setting up for a buy.
Oh, bro, I don't know. I don't want to touch that now in London. OXMP loves spread betting.
You could say that.
Right. Yeah, I can see Brian and P were clearly bored this weekend. They're ready to
fresh.
stir. Yeah, they
They're
are
fresh.
ready to go this morning.
Refreshed and renewed. Ready to rip. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I want to leave it. You're also looking for buyers of that pre-market midnight open into the
Unless we break it, then I'll look for
into the
sales.
CISD
I'm always ready.
PD array / accumulation, manipulation, distribution model.
Some folks around here, they know me as Odell James.
Check CI, my brother.
Far and wide, they call me something else.
Check Susanna.
They
Oh.
call me Disco. And you know what?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Friday, keys that flew absolutely. It's been a while. Not even COVID felt this bad. I think this is like a new type of Cocodona 19.
Oh.
But I was clever. My wife was like, go to the doctor. I was like, babes, I'm superior. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, actually, you're right. I got wrecked. I should have listened. So this morning when I eventually got the appointment, she's like, what did I tell you on Friday? I'm like, yeah, I don't listen. I don't listen, Keeks. Why do we do that, though? Why do we fight this?
Man was adamant.
Just
It's like, I will learn the hard way.
Just those over-the-counter meds. You're like, nah, I'm fine. Give me 6 hours and I'll be ready. Bro, but I actually think it's a sauna, eh? Bro, I can't be going to that sauna. I need to stop being so stingy and put my own sauna in. Yes, dude. Where's Laz? Laz is one of the few guys I've seen risk it with the sauna, come out on top. Even for my superior genetics, that sauna it's too strong, bro. I can't go in there. You're looking for bars, gold. Keeks.
Yeah, bro. as it stands.
Are you gonna
Bars.
send a signal?
If I get one.
I don't even know. What
Chris, I
I'm-
use this one every day and I almost never get sick.
Who's that? Laz. Chicks.
Here's Laz.
That Laz, that sauna, my dude. Sauna got me last week.
Chris Keek said he saw
Oh.
you coming out of sorbet. Maybe the wax strip shocked the body a bit. Too strong for the Asian genes.
Yes, dude, that sauna. Flip. And I knew it when one guy sneezed, I should have exfilled, but I stayed inside. I was like, nah. As soon as that first guy sneezes, you need to run out of there. I don't know why. Rookie mistakes again. Yo, lads, no, but I'm here at Green Acres, dude. This sauna is ground zero. Jakesy, but where do you sauna though? Remember, this is Port Elizabeth, dude, not Cape Town. Guys don't know anything about pink polo shirts and protein shakes here. I'm still sick from when I used it. Serious, lads? Still. Nah, I wanna clap a young antibiotic now.
Yet you guys will keep going back there.
Sunningdale. That sounds dangerous. Is that where you saunaing? Any progress on the tour? Oh my dude. Only tour I'm doing now is after this. Straight to bed.
Keys, you know Roger Banks. I do know him, but he
Hi. One of our best students when it comes to marketing.
yeah.
Fuck.
Man is dying here, Chad.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I'm fighting for my life here.
Ah! Wow. Bro, if I wasn't a 1 to 3 R trade, I would have never sat. Imagine being this sick and sitting 4.1 R. You can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, gold. Gold is in zone, guys. Spice zone. Dude. Keeks, how's your genetics? Not as superior as mine, but pretty superior. Eh?
At the moment, they're looking quite superior because I'm not getting sick here.
Okay, one of my vitamin club packs.
I'm good, bro.
You good?
I'm good. We are going strong here.
Okay, Chad. Let me open up my terminal so long.
Where is the thing I'm looking for here? Keys, you can tell HR you will be off tomorrow.
Laz, no, we can definitely lift, my brother. I just need to first just recover from this little flu ski. Absolutely atrocious. Oh damn, Keeks, we might get it. Just don't put it on my, is it my screen? Yeah. What is stops gonna be? Looking at about 60. You're gonna rip it, no?
I am if we get it.
Oh, no, but look now. Oh, no. Okay, no, it looks highly unlikely now. Check that pre-market respect. No, Ryan, it's legit just the daily point of control. You guys can just put on your session volume profile and you'll see that is just literally the point of control for the day. Nah, P, you can literally just put on your session volume profile. And then also just put on your VWAP. And you'll see it's literally there. We're not that advanced yet to mark daily open levels yet. But we'll get there.
That's too much work for us now.
We'll get there.
Too much work.
Crypto possible for gold. Yeah, anything's possible, dude. That's just trading, dude. Anything is possible. Gold, I am bearish on the week though.
Your chart is a few seconds behind. No, it's all
The
your
stream.
feed. The stream's
Yeah,
a
it's
few
just the
seconds
stream.
behind.
Yeah, gold is still relatively neutral for me. We're still ranging on the day, so
Do you want it on your screen?
no, but it's this is the source screen.
So we're
We
just
need
waiting
to
now.
we need
To
to
be
put an
fair,
age
bro, this is
restriction.
what actually we wanted to see now.
Yeah, damn, this is it.
This is actually the
Yeah,
play.
this is the. They need to put an age restriction on this bad boy. Ooh.
This is the play now. And I'm in.
Really, are you in?
Yep.
No, I need to wait for.
That is not me in. I'm in like that.
Are you in?
I promise you I'm in.
Okay, let me get in with you. Let me get in with you. Oh, almost put the wrong thing. Need to open it up on both. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna be cheeky. I'm just gonna go 1 to 2.
So 1 to 2. Good mark here. 1 to 1.
What is a 1 to 2 here though?
Okay. That is the play.
Oh, this is 16. 16. No. 17. There we go. Okay.
Now we just let it do its thing. Let the markets do all the heavy lifting.
Very convenient how this is exactly on the midnight open though.
But I mean, bro, no one trades midnight open though.
I'm just saying, bro, it's very, very suspect that this is exactly If you're new to trading, my brother, I suggest going onto our YouTube channel and there's a playlist. Start with that playlist and then you come back here. There's about 7 videos for you. No, Brian, it's really the point of control. I won't lie to you, bro. It's literally you're gonna.
I don't know, like they can just put it on, but
No, you can ask Prodigy as well. That label, it's. Wait, just turn it on my screen before. Otherwise, I don't want the guys to guess. Just turn it on my screen quick.
quick 2 there.
Oh, dude.
Shocker! Looks like the 2Gs were telling the truth.
Brian, there's it. It's literally it's that level, and there's your VWAP. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're not lying. As much as I think midnight, where's midnight? I know midnight's much higher.
Dum dum dum. Yo, no one saw that one coming, Chad.
No. I think Brian's talking about. Yeah, Brian's talking about midnight London Open. Not midnight NYSE. Yeah. But there's a Brian P. It's yeah. But Kribo, who wants to learn? No, nobody, Jakes. Nobody wants to learn. We can literally put out every strategy we've ever done that's in Project G and disguise it as you have to spend some time on it, and those strategies will be 100% safe. The guys would still pay to be in Project G, yet every strategy will be for free on YouTube. You know that? The first way to make it very safe is you make the video longer than 10 minutes. And then the second thing is you say you're going to have to do some back testing, and there's a little bit of work involved. Nobody will watch it. We can put the entire Project G there for free, and it'll be super safe.
Is New York Open going to be an hour later? No, hour earlier. So instead of 4:30, 3:30. Blamina's gone to work. He can chill now.
I don't know, man. Where's P-Bird? Where is daylight savings for London?
Which was 28th or 29th. I think Rook still someone did answer as well.
29th, yeah.
29th, yeah.
Shay.
Let me go see chat.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. Technically, we entered this gold a little too early. Let's see. US 30. US 30. I'm purely looking for buys, my brother. I'm purely looking sells. We can get sells, but this first part of the week, I'm purely going to be buying. Purely looking for buys. I think sells can happen as soon as we trade into that gap. Then go for the current weekly low, and then from there shift purely to buys. We discussed it this morning in Prodigy as well, why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for buys last week. Yeah, Ruan, I would... there's no buy setup for me currently. Are you talking on gold? 5081. Yeah, but the thing is, this current point of control. This current point of control. It's quite a strong level.
We are just waiting to see what it does.
I cannot sell while we're holding above the level. But if we start displacing below it, then 100%.
Yeah.
But for now, while we hold above it, only shit is we already took Asia highs.
Yeah.
That's the only... So there's no advantage there.
My thing is I don't mind the sells, but I can't sell where price
No.
was. So if it breaks, I hit stop loss, yeah, then I get a sell entry, I take the sell.
But it is still very range bound.
Come on, markets.
Only thing is we haven't had a bullish engulfing on the 5 yet.
Yeah. Now we wait.
US 30.
Yeah, if that holds nicely like it is there now, bro, then we definitely can get a nice sell coming in.
Buyers aren't you, bro?
Nah. But it's fine, bro. We chill. We chill.
We are your friends. I'm in a sell of the FEG PS5 HMI liquidity. Yeah, I'm currently looking for the DMI straight into the 200 megahertz, 1 megasecond refresh rate into the 4K 1928 HP LGBTQT HD TV.
Or maybe the buyers all stepping in, bro.
So yeah. And if I can get that into the free sync power saving mode / PD array, I think it could be a try to express it as level 3 buy. Nah, Jakes, Nas isn't in a season nowhere, bro. You know what to do. You're either gonna sell at session highs once we tap into those that open gap, or you're gonna wait for some type of point of control. Bullish engulfing on the 5 yard. Nah, I feel better. That's right, yeah. I feel much better now. Straight into the GeForce driver update 4.2.1. Into a DDR7. What's the new DDR you get?
DDR5.
DDR5 4000 megahertz. Straight out of a data center into your PC. So we literally have the data centers to blame for paying exuberant prices for PC stuff this year.
That's their fault, bro. Blame them, Chad.
And it's everyone on Twitter telling Grok to undress people. Did you see that stuff?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, bro. But I think Elon stopped it.
Keys, isn't that already TP? No, my brother. There's TP1 there, my brother. That's TP1, and then full TP up there.
So on X, Keeks, you
I
can.
mean, if you take 10, then yeah, you've already hit TP about 6 times.
So you could have asked Grok to undress somebody. They changed it now. And the one oak on X is like, so for all of you wondering why you can't get RAM, it's all of these people asking Grok to undress people on Twitter. Let that sink
Wow.
in. What already entered?
My brother, you late.
Oh.
You are late, my brother.
I'll go break even at session high. London high.
The thing is, Grok will undress women and children, so I definitely would be supporting Tesla, that's for sure.
No, they changed it, Brian. You can't do it anymore. I don't think the developers, when you design something so powerful, you don't think the guys are gonna go primitive with it.
User, okay, so first, I understand if it's your first time here, but in trading in general, this is what we call a long position, this blue thing. So when I enter, that's entry over there. This is our TP area, and then full TP up there.
So I think when the devs created Grok, it's almost like you're giving a caveman 100,000 Rand PC, and you tell him this is one of the most powerful machines, and he then proceeds to take that and tries to go fish with it, throws it in the water. Thought you said this was powerful. It's like, okay. We didn't think you imbeciles would use it for that, but anyways.
We have a descending Tory Rizzle here. Ooh. Trevor,
Check,
there's
yeah,
your
let's check.
descending.
Ooh, a little bit of a rejection. Could be the liquidity though, Brian, we need. Could be the
Trying to catch
liquidity.
a fish with a 5090.
Yeah, exactly, Rixie. It's like, I think the devs are just sitting there. They're like, we underestimated their intelligence. It's way lower than we initially thought. Look, it's very clever. I don't know if you've seen it. So if you post something, I can tag Grok in the comments and I can ask Grok, like, is this true? And Grok will be like, no, it's not true. This is the true thing. So you can fact check everything. But obviously the guys initially used it. Andres, this OnlyFans lady.
Oh,
Grok is like, hey, my bro, find God.
that's crazy. But how bored are you in your life? Well, I want to say how sad are you in your life? That's what you are thinking about.
Bro, people are just trolls, dude.
Bro, did you watch that that video? What was it? Breast scales versus 9 to 5 people.
Bro,
The amount of the comments and that, because that thing went viral, and everyone is just saying that video, let alone if you take like Brazen himself there, take him out of the equation. And they said if you just look at the people, the way their questions, their arguments, their debates, the things they have issues with, and they're like, that is right there. That is the problem with society in today's world. Like how small-minded the people are and ignorant and...
people are too woke, bro.
Bro.
Way too woke. It's the same as I told you in that NBA class. Everyone just wanted to have an opinion. And like, I want to get home, bro. Like, I'm studying part-time. And I raised my hand and I said, guys, please, if you've got no value to add and you just want to say something for the sake of saying something, please just keep quiet. Bro, and I got ridiculed. Like, you say that? I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, dude. You are retarded. Your company's paying for you to be here. You will most probably fail. I won't see you at graduation, but please, dude. Like the rest of us, we've got a family, we want to get home.
Yeah.
Just keep quiet. Like, you're not adding any value.
Brez did them bad, yeah. Nah, they're idiots.
Yes, bro. Like, you're sitting there and everyone, I'm like, guys, you're not, like, you guys are retarded. I don't even know how you got into an NBA. Like, what is this?
Is it a good watch? Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's a good watch, but you know what? And it just shows the, like I said, the perception and perspective that people view things from in the world and where they have problems. Like the one stupid example was that obviously the big, I think people argue with everyone is if you sell the course, you're a scammer. And the guy's like, okay, cool. Well, like, why do you say I'm a scammer? No, well, like, you don't have results or anything. He says, I have results. I'll show you the results. No, well, they can be faked. Okay, so he says, well, what do you want me to show you then? Which will change your mind. No, well, nothing, because everything's scammed. He says, okay, well, if you say I only make my money through scamming people, he says, I run 2 7-figure businesses, marketing agencies. He says, how do I scam you on that? He says, the breakdown of how the company makes money, we only get paid when your company generates profits. He says, so let's say we run the company, you come to us, we generate $100,000 profit for you. Then I only take 10%, so I make $10,000 off of it. But I only make that $10,000 if I made you profits. If I didn't make you profits, you don't pay me anything.
You know what's the definition of woke for me? It's when you try and go against common sense. When you completely ignore all common sense. That's probably the most simplified version of saying you woke. When you just can't even acknowledge common sense. Like one thing where the Senate, not the senator, they were in a hearing and they asked the doctor. There's now a woke doctor in the US. Keeks, simple question, yes, no. Can a biological man get pregnant?
No.
Okay. Now you're a woke doctor. What do you think is her answer?
Say yes.
She can't answer. The guy, let me find it.
But
Bro, like, and I'm sitting there, and the guy's like, listen here, doctor. This now a medical doctor. Simple yes, no. Can a biological man get pregnant? She got an answer, bro. So that for me is what woke is.
And I'm just saying, Chad, this is something I will always stand on because it's the biggest little bullshit for me.
Wait, let me find it there, Kicks. This is peak wokeness.
Bro, if you're, and I want to hear this from parents, if Daniel or Miane comes to you and says, you know, you need to start referring to them
They
as
moet.
them.
I'm with him, bro. He's
Them
bliksem.
or they.
He's bliksem right on the
I
spot.
always said my challenge, I will smack you.
I would
Where's
smack
they? Where's
I would
them?
smack that shit out of them. First thing I do. That's how my parents would have. Smack it out of them, bro.
But I
Yeah, where I
see
found
Djokovic is in trouble now, because he took a stand against it this weekend.
Keeks, quickly type in there. Oh, come on. I'll lose it now. Type in there, can a biological man get pregnant? Senate hearing. It's a 5-minute video. I'm with him klaar. Ja, bro. Gebliksem. En as hy nog sê, ek gaan jou welsyn toe vat, dan sê ek, bring jy welsyn. This literally what my mom said. School phoned her, they're like...
This one.
Yeah, we could play it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since you bring it up,
The volume.
why don't we just start there? Dr. Verma, I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities,
right,
but
I lost
Can men
I
get
take care
pregnant?
of many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men get pregnant?
again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a
totally
doctor, I
agree.
think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence,
love
and
this
I'm
guy.
asking you.
I love
You know,
him.
the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert, and you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant?
As-
That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm
Big
trying to
word,
test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist.
Bro, it is.
Can
It's a
men get
yes, no
pregnant?
question.
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not gonna answer my
You're saying
question, it sounds like to me.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not
people-
trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask, I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men.
It also.
We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to
Oh my.
represent the complex experiences
Bro,
of my
this-
patients,
this-
and I don't
this-
think
this is
polarized
wokeness.
language
This is
or
wokeness, bro.
questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women, and I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such. That is not polarizing, that is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety
Exactly.
of
That's
circumstances
the thing.
as women.
Women
And
should
your
be
refusal
protected.
to recognize
So
women
now,
as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways quite depressing. I see that my time has nearly expired. I just want to thank the other witnesses for being here. Thank you for protecting women and children. Thank you for your valiant efforts. Thank you for following the science. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this hearing.
Senator also.
Yeah. Legend.
yeah, bro, that, when I saw that, I was like,
Legend.
nah, bro. I don't know what to say.
And on top of that, Chad, there you guys go. You're basically at TP1. So you guys can go break even now if you want to. It is the first trade of the day. The fact for me, we did a retest. I am going to go break even.
I went in London, I break even. Very depressed, bro. So that is wokeness in a nutshell for you.
But there is TP1 done and dusted. And let's move on to see if we can get TP2 here, Chad.
And women should be protected, guys. Let's be very clear on that. There is a biological difference between men and women, like physically as well. There is a difference. It has been shown that men is just naturally stronger than women. There's also biblically,
Sorry,
God
bro,
said
before we
that.
do also continue with this, Chad, we just got to start off here with a little thing just to remind people on
Okay.
the Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you took a W there with us, just send a W there in the chat. It will be greatly appreciated. There we go. Beautiful stuff, Chad. If you are mistaken, that is 150 pips, almost 160, not 16, 160.
160 you said, Keeks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to break even now.
There,
guys.
that is the highs there, guys. So I want you
That's
to also
not
take
enough.
note of it. If you think of it there, that's what you want to take note of. So after that, definitely go break even, okay, if you're not yet.
Okay, Chad, let's talk about this. So, definite difference between men and women. And there's a reason why, even biblically. And, okay, maybe it's not even because the woke will also deny any biblical truth or any form of religion. But, anyways, so my Bible and my God tells me that the man is the covering in the house and he's the protector and the provider. Okay, so there's a definite difference between the duty of a man and a woman in the Bible as well. Not that the man is above the woman. That's why God created the women out of the rib, side by side, next to each other. But in terms of structure, the man is the covering of the house, the strong man. Okay. So if you ever doubt that, you can come and chat to me, DM me. I'll send you my office address. Maybe I just shake you a little bit if you don't understand it. Hey, Keeks, just hold somebody on his shoulder, shake him a little bit so his head bobbles like a Kauai protein shake. And we'll just shake the wokeness out of you. Quick.
That's it.
We'll just shake the wokeness out of you.
Nearly at full TP there, Chad.
We'll give you a hug and a shake. Right. Because when you woke, you're fragile, Keeks. And we might break you.
Raven, TP is at 5115.67. 5115.67 is where our TP is at. Chris is also going for 1 to 2, eh, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just break.
TP.
I'm just break even now.
I made 200 rand from this move. Beautiful stuff, my
beautiful.
brother.
Nobody's gonna give you 200. So if you woke, I still love you, brother. Just come here to the office.
Okay, Chad, what I'm going to do, my stop loss is at TP1, okay? So there is your stop loss. So either this is a 1 to 2 trade and we just have to get the extra 10 here now, or I hit my 1 to 1. So either way, you make money on this trade. And there we go.
I'm locking.
I am out, Chad.
Yeah, I'm locked. I'm locked.
So there you guys can see I'm out the position.
I'm out as well.
There we go. Beautiful stuff, Chad. Beautiful 1 year today with the team. 200 is 200, baby. Well done, Chad.
I don't want to get this stream cancelled, but can I talk? I don't know.
Yeah. 340 all catching
Alright.
live, baby. As always, 200's 200. Show me another mental doing this.
If you think about a lot what is wrong in society today, it's because of this. Our failure to acknowledge simple stuff like that. Biological, male, female. Simple stuff like that. That's why join Trading with Faith this Wednesday. We're going to start a series. Breakout for the fake out into the woke out.
I'm South African. I can't be woke. Brayden, I think you're being greedy there, my brother. I won't lie.
What is he going for?
He's like, he's a 5R being greedy.
Nah, bro, get out. It's the first trade of the week.
Awesome trade, guys. Hold till TB2. Great stuff, Karina.
Kings, what is your view? We won't get cancelled. And if we
What's
get
this one?
Wokeness. And if we get cancelled, fuck them, bro.
I'm very strong against it. So
Sorry for my language, Chad. It's just like
these are, I think,
sorry.
strong opinions,
Sorry.
and you have to stand on it. And you know what? I've always said this is the one conversation I had with someone else the other day, and this is going to always become the difference in the sheep and the wolf.
Yeah.
Because your sheep are always going to follow, and there's not a problem with it. But when there's something you stand against, when it breaks your morals, your values, the principles, whether this is what the Bible taught us or even things we learned as kids, what our parents raised us on, and you start to go against that to fit in a group or in a community or make excuses, because this, in a long story, it goes back to the same thing. I met so many people who always complain in today's world, but this was the cards I was dealt. Bullshit. Fuck the cards you were dealt. Get off your ass and work for what you want in your life.
Yeah.
But the people that don't want to work find the easiest excuse to embrace the problem they're in, and then want that to be the new standard.
You know what it is? You don't want to take accountability. That's all it is. That is literally, if you think about it, even myself, I've been through dark times, and when I think back about it, it's because I didn't want to take accountability. It's like, oh, this, and I feel sorry, and I shoulda, and I woulda, and I coulda, and it's like, bro, who cares? Nobody cares. And it's the same with anything we do. The reason you are scared to do certain stuff, the reason you are feeling sorry for yourself is because you don't want to take accountability.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons you don't take a risk is because if you fail, you don't want to take accountability. The second thing is you feel sorry for yourself failing because, again, you don't want to take accountability that maybe it was the wrong time, wrong place, a lot of things. So that is the generation we live in. It's not going to get better. So if you think it's going to get better, it's not. It's only going to get worse. That's why, and I want to end off on this before I go too deep on this. This is why I've got an issue with pastors preaching that, the best is yet to come for this, that. No, the Bible says the worst is to come. The Bible clearly talks about in the end times it will get worse. It talks about the great falling away. It talks about wars. Father against son, mother against daughter, family members against one another. It talks about getting worse. So your pastor is reading the wrong Bible. Okay, you must get back into the Bible. If that's your pastor, go shake him. Okay, no, don't really shake. Sorry, Chad. Yo, I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. But anyways,
Chad, I think end of the day we can call the stream there. It was nice. I think joined there at the right time. We had a beautiful trade, 200 to start the week. So hope you guys all enjoyed that. And yeah, Chad, I think there is just the time to have these little talks and things, because I think it always goes back to that. And if you want anyone in life, the one little tip I'll give you, if you want anyone in life to look up to guide you, to help motivate you, to be any type of a leader to you, or at least ensure that person has their morals and values, and they will firmly stand on it. Because the minute you get someone that's a little draadsitter there and woke, that's where the problem comes in. So whether this is anything in life, if it's your business mentor, whatever, as long as this is someone you know will stand on their values and principles, then you know that's a decent.
So we're starting the shake movement.
The shake movement.
Chad, is that what we're starting? Pride comes before every fall, 100%.
But
that's why it's important to remain humble.
There we go. But Chad, I think what we're gonna do.
Keegan's gonna stop it here before we get cancelled.
Krivo's got his doctor's appointment, or that I think just over there. We'll do the New York stream later in the week for the guys.
Yeah, guys, sorry, man. I'm feeling a little ill. That's why I wasn't here on Friday.
And there's just some other stuff I want to catch up on. So I think.
Yeah, I think I'll be better tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna go home now and physically heal myself. I'm joking. I can't heal myself before.
But Chad, as I said, we will give you that free New York stream in the week, so don't worry about that. Project G, guys, we'll still see you for New York session. Keep in mind, we start at 3, market open 3:30. Be there.
I can't wait for that, bro. That is stunning.
But Chad, it has been great. What a way to start the week. As always, thank you to every single one of you tuning in. Before you guys leave, please do us a favor, just drop a like on the video. That's all we ask in return from you guys. And other than that, have a great one. Don't go for something. You guys did a great trade, yeah. It's still Monday, session 1, and you can tick it off with a massive tick over there. But Chad, as always, Kribo, thanks for joining in there, my brother.
It's a pleasure, my brother.
And Chad, we're going to see you guys again.
I hope I didn't get us cancelled. If I did,
it was for a good cause, guys. But end of the day, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love, baby. Cheers, Chad.
Peace.
You knew exactly where I was when you left me. My tears were long before you left, don't you see? I wish I could forget the pain, like what I had for dinner. All I know is blaming you. Don't make me less a sinner every place. I try to find you every place. exactly where I was when you left me. My tears were running for your love, don't you see? I wish I could forget the pain, like what I had for dinner. All I know is blaming you. Don't make